fine day in the Emerald City. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today I'm going to talk about The Muppets Wizard of Oz. The Muppets Wizard of Oz is a 2005 ABC television release. It's directed by Kirk Thatcher, cinematography by Tony Westman, editing by Gregg Featherman, music by Michael Giacchino, and it's written by Debra Frank, Steve L. Hayes, Tom Martin, and Adam F. Golberg. The film stars Ashanti as Dorothy, Steve Whitmire as Kermit, and multiple other Muppets, Dave Goelz as Gonzo, and multiple other Muppets, Bill Barretta as Pepe, and multiple other Muppets, Eric Johnson as Miss Piggy, and multiple other Muppets, David Allen Grier as Uncle Henry, Queen Latifah as Auntie Em, and Jeffrey Tambor as the Wizard. Disney acquired the Jim Henson Company in 2004, so this was the last movie to be produced by the Jim Henson Company, and then going forward they were all Disney produced, but obviously Disney released this on ABC television. They filmed it in September of 2004, and it is adapted from the book and not the movie. Oh, a book! Oh my god, I didn't do a book summary. Oh no. Oh, I'm already here. Uh-oh. Wait, didn't I do a book summary for Return to... Haven't I done a book summary already for Wizard of Oz? I feel like I might have done a book summary for this. If I haven't done a book summary for this, whoopsie. Let me know and I'll try to maybe do like a little extra special moment or something. Uh-oh. Whoops. Okay, well, happy getting back into the swing of things to me. Anyway, they adapted the book instead of the 1939 movie. You know, The Wizard of Oz. So, like, you know, that's why her shoes are silver and not red, because the 1939 movie made the shoes red to be, like, colorful, because it was, like, an in-color movie. Big deal, big deal. And then, you know, some other random things, I think, were probably a little bit more like the book than they were the movie, although at the same time, they modernized the crap out of this. The only thing I have to say here is that they did do the color thing, though, from the 1939 movie, where everything, it wasn't like sepia or black and white, but everything in Kansas was like cold, faded, dreary looking, and then like everything in Oz was very colorful. So they did kind of do some stuff in the movie. When I tell you the music video intro was so far from what I expected, that it wasn't even in the realm of possibility, and it stars Ashanti, okay? Wow. And I'm gonna be honest, downhill from there. Like, it started with a music video, and I was like, no way is that the vibe this whole movie's gonna be. No, I wish it had been. I wish it had been, like, music video, a little bit of story, music video. Like, I wish that had been the vibe. That was kind of fun. But the gotta get out of Kansas, like, music video stuff at the bottom? I couldn't deal with that. As for the rest of the movie, it was slow. I don't know if it was just... But I've enjoyed all the Muppet things that I've watched so far, and they've always pleasantly surprised me. So I feel like I went in, like, kind of optimistic, because the Muppets I have proven to be hilarious. Because I wasn't a big Muppet person when I was young. My brother has totally won this round. Like, the Muppets are funny. They're great. But this is not that good. Some of the jokes and some of the Muppet moments and the Muppets in general are so funny. But the pacing of this, excruciating. I feel like I can't help but compare it to MGM 1939, you know, Wizard of Oz. Obviously that is also slow-paced, but it, like, works for it. I don't know how to explain how it works for the 1939 movie, but this is, like, painful. It's painfully slow, and I'm just, like, bored a really good chunk of the time. And I think I know the main reason for the blame, and we'll get there. So this is a musical, technically speaking. I don't think the songs are that great, honestly. Ashanti sings the opening Gotta Get Out of Kansas, and That might be the best. That might be the best song in the movie. Kermit sings like a little bit of a song, which was fine. Obviously, Gonzo sings a little bit of a song, which was also fine. Miss Piggy gets a song in the beginning-ish of that song I was not about, but then it turned a tide, and I kind of liked the rest of it, which was great. Miss Piggy as the Wicked Witch of the West. She obviously plays all the witches. So you got East, West, North, South. So the Wicked Witch of the West's song specifically was pretty, it started kind of like, ugh, and then it got pretty fire. And then I think there's a song at the end, they're all singing together, which was fine. It's not the greatest musical. This is definitely modernized. I mean, Dorothy wants to be a singer, and she works at a diner, and there's just like the whole music video aspect of it was a modernized twist. The fourth wall breaks are iconic in Muppet movies at this point, so good. And Poppy Fields being a club instead of actual Poppy Fields, incredible. I loved that. I thought that was so funny. And then I liked that with the modernization of it, they like called out some of the things, like Ashanti being like, I have to walk there, isn't there a bus or something? Like that was, I thought that kind of stuff was good. And then the Muppets themselves, I feel like the Muppets are always, they don't come to play. Like their jokes are always hilarious, especially this one had some adult jokes, like Gonzo and the whole sexy chicken thing. Miss Piggy, I'm pretty sure there was a sign of Miss Piggy as the Wicked Witch of the East that said like a whole lot of woman or something, like it, and she was posed very scandalously, like, and that was just in the background. Like there was a lot of stuff going on in this that was pretty adult humory, but as funny as they are and as good as the Muppets are, they couldn't save this. Ashanti can't act to save her life. I'm sorry, she's very talented. Her music is good. She can't act to save her life. Alright? She can't. David Alan Grier did well. Queen Latifah did pretty okay. I think Kirk Thatcher is partially to blame, I'm sure. But Ashanti, I don't think anyone could have saved Ashanti's acting. And I don't want to be mean. But oh my god. The beginning when she did the music video, I was like, alright, that's her realm. So we're fine. I gotta get to my audition. Okay, less fine. And then just everything in Oz. I didn't believe any of it. I don't think she cared about any character in this movie, including her own. When she said, you know, I want to be a singer, that's all I want to do, I want to be a singer, I didn't believe her. I was like, do you want to be a singer? I don't think you do. And then, at the end, when she's like, stop, this is all wrong, it's all a lie, I'm like, I don't believe you care either way what is happening. I think you're out of your depth a little bit. And I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean. Ashanti is very talented. She's got great music. But I just think maybe there's a reason this was like the only... Is this the only thing she's ever been in? I don't know. Let's check the receipts. Let's check the receipts of Ashanti's career of acting. Let's see. What do you got, an IMDb page for Ashanti? Look, it's so far down. Let's look. What's the last thing she acted in? Oh my god, she's acting in things now. Oh, but she's been herself. She's been herself in a lot of these things. Okay. She's being herself. That's fine. Or maybe she got better. I don't know. She looks like a child in this movie, so maybe she got a lot better. But I can tell you right now, she was, no, not Dorothy Gale. No. That is the I believe, so, I'm sorry, but I believe wholeheartedly the reason this movie is as bad as it is because of Ashanti. I feel so bad saying that, but I didn't believe any of this movie. This movie was so boring, but the Muppets were hilarious. So I'm like, if the Muppets were hilarious, what was keeping me from being able to love this movie? Ashanti. And probably a little bit of the writing, but Ashanti. What even is the first scene with the wizard? This whole movie is like slow and kind of boring and not well acted. The only scene I really cared about was like the Poppy Field scene, because I loved that scene. I thought that was so funny and clever and just like everyone coming together moment. And then this wizard scene? I don't even want to touch Gonzo and the sexy chicken, okay? What I need to talk about the most is the effects. What the heck is happening with the effects in this scene? I can't even. I'm speechless. You know, I was nervous, okay? Because, to be fair, just so y'all know, I was trying to avoid renting this, so I technically watched Life is Rough before this, but Life is Rough comes out after this. So I watched Go Figure, Life is Rough, and then this. So I had watched 2, spoiler alert, not so great movies. Go Figure, you already know how I feel about that. But Life is Rough, you still have to see what I feel about that. But I was really hopeful that the Muppets was going to turn my day around. That's just making me feel so much better because the Muppets have surprised me every time. And this, while better than Go Figure for sure, not great. A couple things that made me laugh. Kelly Osbourne. Why was Kelly Osbourne a random cameo in this movie? I don't understand. 2005, was that at the height of like the Osbournes? Kelly Osbourne. Also, she got turned into Kelly Osbourne. What kind of makeover is that? That feels icky. I don't like it. And then Eisner baby. Stop talking to me. Stop talking to me anymore. You're not going to win me over with that Mickey deal. Hilarious. Then, ladies and gentlemen and unisex penguins. Amazing. I loved that. It was so good. This was not great, guys. I mean, it was fine. It is average. I think the Muppets, like, lifted this movie up a bit more than it would have been lifted had it been, like, all real people and Ashanti. This would have been so bad if it didn't have the Muppets in it. So that's everything I have. My final rating is 5 silver slippers out of 10. Our total movie count is... Technically, our parental and cry count are still the same because they don't say anything about Dorothy's parents. She just is with her auntie, aunt, and uncle. So, parental and cry count are still the same. If you want to keep up with movie watching one, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. You'll find out movie watching one. I put up videos every Monday and Friday and sometimes Wednesday. Join Patreon. Got a tier starting at just $1. You get every video a week early on a coupon code for merch. Speaking of, buy merch. Seriously, get on that. Thank you very much. Until next time, come like, subscribe, don't try to real life you are, so do you, and don't be the wizard about it. He was kind of still a turd blossom even at the end. But also don't be the Wicked Witch of the West about it. Controlling all her monkeys with that hat. This movie was a trip, dude. I don't even know what to tell you. Also, someone tell me if I have done a book comparison for The Wizard of Oz, because I don't remember. So, if I haven't, whoops, sorry. My bad.